All right. Hello. Welcome. I'm a few minutes later popping on today than I normally am, but 5 minutes before class time, so a couple minutes ago, I noticed there was a porcupine in my front yard. So obviously I had to stand in the window and take videos of him. All right. Get the chat up on my phone. Great. We're going to get started in just a minute with tonight's gentle flow. I have 2 blocks. We'll just tuck those up towards the top of your mat so they're there in case you need them. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. Definitely make do without. All right, it's 7 o'clock, so let's get started. Welcome to Monday. We're going to do a nice gentle recovery flow tonight for the whole body. So let's start lying on our backs. Slowly starting to make your way down. Finding a nice comfortable spot, either with the legs stretched out long, or maybe taking the bottoms of the feet together, knees wide, finding a little hip opener. Settling into your mat, finding nice deep breath. Full inhales, fill the lungs. And exhaling, feeling yourself soften a little closer to the mat. All right, let's take between 5 and 10 more breaths here. Finding a nice, comfortable, steady pace. Trying to even out the length of your inhales and exhales. Maybe closing the eyes. Great, let's take 2 more breaths here. Great, if you're in that knees wide position, it's reaching down to gently close the legs, and wherever you are, gathering the knees in towards the chest. Taking hands to the front of the shins, start to draw some circles with the knees. Either moving in the same direction or opposite, going wide and meeting in the middle. Taking some big, slow circles as you start to wake up through the hips. Great, let's go ahead and switch the direction with those circles. Great, we've got 2. And 1. Slowing those to a stop, ending with the knees in towards the chest. Let's bring the left foot to plant on the ground, send right leg up towards the sky, and flex the right foot. Bending into the right knee, bringing it towards the outside of the torso. Right hand can reach to grab back of right thigh, big toe or outer edge of foot, finding your half happy baby. If you like here, you can also take a counterbalance, rolling to the outer edge of the left foot, opening the hip. So we'll take 3 breaths here. Great. If you're on the outer edge of the left foot, let's roll back to the bottoms and release that right hand to hug the right knee back in towards the chest. Lengthening the left leg away, letting it fall towards the ground. We'll take us into a twist. Exhaling to take right knee across body towards the left. Thinking about both shoulders, staying anchored down towards your mat here. As you find 5 breaths in this twist. Again, maybe sinking a little deeper with each exhale. Really using the breath to melt into these postures. Great, last breath here. And slowly rolling it back to center on the back. Release the right foot to plant. And bring the left leg up towards the sky now as you start to take this into the other side. Flexing the left foot, bending into the knee, bringing it towards the outside of the torso. Left hand can grab back of thigh, big toe, or outer edge of foot. Start to work into your half happy baby. If you did so on the other side, rolling to the outer edge of the right foot, finding that counterbalance. Little opening of the hip. Great, we'll take 3 breaths here in this shape. Great, finishing off that last breath. Let's roll back to the bottom of the right foot and hug the left knee back in towards the chest. Lengthening the right leg away from you. With an exhale, we'll take left knee across body towards the right. As you start to find your supine twist on the other side. Thinking about shoulders anchoring down towards your mat here. And knowing you could always add a block or object to support that left leg in this twist as well. We'll take 5 breaths here. I'm so curious if the porcupine is still outside my house. Oh, he is. Excellent. Twist easy, knowing the porcupine is still out there. Great, let's take just one more breath here. And slowly rolling it back to center on the back, bringing both feet to plant on the ground. Let the knees fall over to the right. Inhale, pulls them through center. Exhale to the left. Let's take one more round through center. Knees fall to the right. Through center. Knees fall to the left. Pausing here. Let's roll over onto the left side body and use the right hand to press it up to a seat. We're going to come up to a Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose, taking bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Hands can come to the ankles, inhaling up nice and tall through the spine. Exhaling to hinge forward and fold here. Really thinking about keeping that long spine as long as you can before releasing to round. Inhale, takes it back up. Exhale, hinges forward to find that fold. Nice. Inhaling it up, we'll take 3 more breaths here, working through these spine waves. So this is 3. This is 2. And this is 1. Great. With the next inhale, we'll take it all the way back up to that nice tall spine and bring the legs to crisscross applesauce. Nice. Let's slide the hands to the front of the shins. Inhale, reach the heart forward, shoulder blades squeeze together and down. Exhale, rounds the spine and contracts chin to chest. Let's take one more like that. Inhale, reaches forward. Exhale, rounds it back. Pausing here, let's take the shape into a circle, bumping the ribs over to the right. Inhaling as you come forward. Take it to the left. And exhale, rounds it back. So we're taking a big circle, like your torso is a soup ladle, and we're stirring the pot. Take 3 more of these circles. Oh, I've been playing video games all day. I feel quite stiff. All right, next time you round it back, let's shift that to the other direction, taking it to the left, forward, to the right, and rounding it back. Nice, we'll take 3 more here for a total of 5 circles in this direction. Last 2. I love these. Last 1. Great. With the next inhale, let's bring the spine tall. Take the hands to heart center. Exhale, interlace the fingers, press the palms away, let the spine round. Inhale, take that up overhead. Try to keep the ribs knitting together. And from here, let's take a little bend into the elbows. And exhale to re-extend, pressing the hands up towards the sky. Let's do one more time, little bend, and extend. This time at the top, releasing the wrist, take some big circles. Nice, we're gonna do that one more time so we can circle in the opposite direction. Inhaling to take it to center. Exhale, interlace, take it away. Inhale, take it up. Pausing here, take a little bend into the elbows, taking them wide. Exhale, re-extends through the arms. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. This time releasing at the top and circle the opposite direction through the wrists. Nice. And the hands come down, take a little lean back, switch the cross of the legs. And we'll take a little time with the neck here. So from your seated position, gently let chin fall to chest. We'll take a roll of ear to left shoulder, pivoting that through chin to chest, and right ear over to right shoulder, moving in a slow half circle through the neck. Knowing you can pause at any point, that the neck might need a little more. We'll take a couple more breaths and then we're going to pause on one side. All right, next time your ear is right ear to right shoulder, let's pause there. If you like, the right hand or right arm can drape up over the head, maybe adding a little additional weight there. Try not to pull the head down, but just letting the right arm rest. You can also take that left hand and flex it away from you. You can remain still here, or like you're turning a doorknob, rotating through that left shoulder. Little nerve flossing, feels great. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Releasing left hand down, release the right arm. And you can stay here or gently turn nose towards shoulder and nose to sky, slowly working through the neck, still keeping that right ear over towards the right shoulder. Just finding some gentle movement. Great, starting to slow that down. Let's roll chin to chest and take left ear over to the left shoulder. Pausing here, left arm can drape up over the head, adding a little additional weight there. Right hand flexes away. Either staying still or like you're turning a doorknob with that flexed hand, rotating that right shoulder. This side feels better than the other side. Nice. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that right hand down, releasing the left arm, and either remaining still or gently turning nose towards shoulder and nose to sky. As you slowly work through the neck, always going nice and careful through that area. Great, we're almost there. Slowly bringing the head back up to neutral. Great, let's take a little lean back, uncross the legs and plant the feet. Planting the feet the width of the mat so they're nice and wide, and let the knees fall over to the right. Flexing the feet, let's turn towards that right leg, so we're facing over the right thigh. We're going to start to work down into a fold here, our deer pose, starting to hinge forward over that right leg, working down onto forearms with blocks or hands, adding any props you might need to support you here. I'll turn so you can see what I look like a little better here. Yeah, there we go. So deer is very similar to your pigeon pose. If you are one that really loves your pigeon pose, you could very easily get there from here, sending that left leg back, tucking the toes to square off through the hip, and then lowering down from there. Personally, I do prefer the deer version, but whichever one works for you. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. All right, with the next inhale, let's start to walk it back up. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, turning to the right, back stroking that right arm, letting the left hand fall down to the right knee to find a little twist here. Thinking about staying tall through the spine. We'll take 1 more big breath in and 1 breath out. With the next inhale, pivoting back through center, bringing the feet to plant, and we'll take them right over to the left. This time we'll turn to face the torso over the left leg and starting to work forward into that deer fold. So you can walk the hands forward to blocks. You could bring forearms down to blocks of the mat. Thinking about flexing the feet. And if you did take it to your pigeon on the other side instead of your deer, easily getting there by taking right leg back, tucking the toes to square off through the hips, and then sinking it down. So deer or pigeon, whichever one feels better for you tonight. We will take 3 more breaths here. All right, with the next inhale, let's start to walk it back up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, twisting to the left, backstroking the left arm. Right hand can fall down towards that left knee. Staying tall through the spine, maybe even peeking over the left shoulder. We'll take 1 more breath in here. And 1 breath out. With the next inhale, pivoting that back through center, we'll let the legs tuck all the way off to one side to come forward and find your tabletop position. So finding all fours, hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. With the next inhale, let's reach the right arm up to the sky, opening to the right side of the room. Exhale, threads the needle, right arm comes under the left, right ear comes all the way down to the mat or a block. Great. Letting the head rest, making sure you have lots of space for the neck here, so it's not too crunched up. Maybe even giving the head a little scooch forward. Let's take one more breath. And with the next inhale, rise back up, reach the right arm. Exhale takes it down. Let's move that over to the other side, inhaling the left arm up. Exhale, threads the needle, left arm under the right, left ear comes down to find the mat or a block. Just like the other side, making sure you have lots of space for the neck here. We'll take one more round of breath. And with the next inhale, rising it back up, reaching that left arm. Exhale takes it down. Nice. With an inhale, let's send that right leg straight back. Exhale, we'll step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, coming into a lizard lunge. Now your blocks could come in handy here, popping them up under the hands. Finding that lunge, thinking about tucking the tailbone, sinking the hips down to open through the hip flexors. Realize I'm just a solid bundle of black fabric here. Hopefully you can see me okay. Really thinking about sinking the hips down. And you can kind of adjust this posture for what you're looking for right now. You could stay blocks up under the hands. You could take hands to mat. You could take forearms down to blocks, sinking a little deeper. You could take this into a quad stretch, bending into the back knee. You can always double up your mat for extra knee padding if this feels sensitive. Reaching back with the left hand to try and find that foot. Gently squeezing heel in towards the butt while maintaining that tuck of the tailbone to find that little stretch through the quad. Nice. So with any variation of this lizard lunge that's feeling good for you, we'll take about 3 more breaths. Maybe you want to switch between 1 or 2. Wow, it is absolutely pouring here. Like it has been for weeks. It's been raining for so long. Feels like spring. All right, last breath. If you're down on those forearms, we'll start to walk it back up. If you're in your quad stretch, starting to release that leg to replace the hands down. And we'll take this right leg, step it all the way back to your tabletop position. We're going to move that right over to the other side, inhaling to extend the left leg back. Exhale, steps left foot to the outside of the left hand, grabbing blocks if you'd like them under the hands, tucking the tailbone, sinking the hips down, finding that opening through the hip flexor. So we have all of those same variation options here. Staying up on hands on blocks, coming down to your forearms, or working into that quad stretch, squeezing that heel in towards the butt, reaching back with right hand for that foot, gently drawing the heel in any amount that feels safe and comfortable for you, while thinking about that tuck of the tailbone to find the quad stretch. A lot of times I find I start to squeeze the heel in and I find my butt wants to pike back, really thinking about maintaining that tailbone tuck. Great, so finding whichever variation of this shape is feeling good for you. We will spend just a few more breaths here before we take it down to the ground. saw a funny post referencing the weather to Nova Scotia today, and it showed we're expecting sun on Thursday, and it's been so long. The caption was, "What does that yellow spiky thing mean?" Which, it's true, I cannot remember the last time. All right, let's start to walk it back up onto the hands. If you're down on forearms, if you're holding that back foot, releasing, we'll step that left leg back to your tabletop. Take a little shift forward, lower all the way down to the ground. We'll take hands just outside the mat, coming up onto your fingertips. Elbows up to the sky. With an inhale, peeling the heart up, baby cobra, or not baby cobra, but exhale, dipping the left shoulder, looking to the right. Very baby cobra-like, but kind of spidery. With an inhale, we'll take it through center. Exhale, dips right shoulder, looks to the left. Let's take that over one more time, coming through center. Exhaling to dip left. Coming through center. And exhaling to dip the right. Nice. With an inhale, we'll take that to center. Exhale, releases down. Sliding the hands under the shoulders this time to inhale up, finding your baby cobra. And take the forearms down for a sphinx pose. Nice. Let's take a breath here, gently pressing into the feet, squeezing the glutes. If you'd like to find a little deeper back bend in your seal, pressing into the hands to lift the elbows, really thinking about squeezing the glutes, protecting the low back. One breath in. Exhale, releases the forearms back down. Let's take the right hand just behind the left elbow, grip into the right hand to roll you over onto the back. Maybe doing a little scooch in case that took you off your mat. And with an inhale, stretching the legs out long. Exhale, let's pull the knees in towards the chest. Taking them wider on the ribs, hands can come to the shins, maybe finding a little side-to-side rock here, massaging that low back into the mat. Or if you'd like to work into your happy baby, flexing the feet, bottoms of the feet to sky, reaching up to grab back of thighs, big toes, or outer edges of feet. You can also take the little side-to-side rocks in your happy baby, or if you're feeling like a little more stretchy, you could play with extending one leg, or both, finding a grounded straddle shape. Wherever you are, we'll take just 2 more breaths. Great, slowly starting to release the legs. We'll stretch them out long, letting the arms start to fall wherever feels comfortable. As we start to settle into our final shape this evening, finding a moment in Shavasana. Let's take 5 nice deep breaths here, letting each exhale sink you a little closer to the mat. Great, knowing you can spend as long as you'd like in that reclined position. But whenever you're ready, taking a big stretch with the arms up overhead, maybe finding a little wiggle and extend through the fingers and toes. And letting yourself roll off to whatever side feels more comfortable. And let opposite hand press it up to a seat. And thank you for being here this evening. We have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And yeah, if you are on Patreon, I just released the new schedule for the month. We are going to continue with our every Monday here, every Thursday Pilates over Zoom, and our 2 special classes of the month. Let me pull up the post here. Should have left that open. That would have been smart. On Tuesday, July 11th at 7 p.m. So we do every second Tuesday a special class. We're going to do a yin yang set to closey music. And on Tuesday, July 25th, we're going to do a yoga sculpt, which will be very fun. That's a favorite. And thank you for being here. Thanks for coming, Leanne. Thank you, Linda. Thanks, Maddie. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Do I have a cat to show you? Yes, I do. Oh, they've all been sleeping all day. I feel terrible being like, hey, wake up, just to look cute for a moment. Oh my gosh. Is anyone else obsessed with doing that TikTok thing where you extend their arms up? No. The P for Papas from TikTok. It's the best. Alice is a hard cat to do it with, though. All right. I will see you guys next time.